We are ready to begin, yes.
Then let me begin.
Alrighty.
So, you're swimming faster than you could march back on land, so the journey to the continent's edge and the canyon of the descent only takes about a week. You don't have to worry about rations, since your Sahuagin guides are skilled at catching fish and foraging seaweed. But there are no fires underwater, and so you're fairly sick of raw fish wrapped in slimy weeds by the time you reach your destination. Now, during your trip, you and the Sea Devils mostly keep to yourselves. There is a priestess with your group, but she doesn't cast tongues unless she absolutely has to. Seems like she's saving the spells for something else, since after the third day or so, the Sahuagins start looking around like they're expecting something. You can hear them saying the words Quotoa a lot. You figure that must be how they say deep ones in their language. Fortunately, nothing comes, and you make your way safely to the canyon's entrance. It's at this point that the priestess bothers to cast tongues on herself. The canyon walls hide you from sight. Keep predators like squids and whales from spotting you and eating you. They also get you used to the pressure and the cold. If these are too much when you reach the bottom, follow the glow to the hut. It has the potions that help.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
So...
Visk, I believe you're breathing directly into your mic.
Am I? I didn't think I was.
Okay, so follow glow.
It's the canyon opens as a crack in the seafloor beneath you. You can't see anything else descending in the distance. The water kind of prevents you from seeing too far. And if you have any questions or comments for the Sahuagin, they're about to leave. This is your last chance.
I do want to ask if they know what the Quotoa's leader is like, if they know anything about it.
Only that he stays at the bottom. Stays safe, like a coward.
All right.
Anybody else?
Well, this is not necessarily a question for them, but can you remind us, like, did we agree, like, what did we agree? I know we agreed to fight them, but did we, like, agree to anything specific, like, that we would clear them out of this area, or, like, what?
You promised to take care of the Quotoa problem as your tribute to the Sahuagin.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out if there were any specific commitments as to what that meant. Or if, we just have to use our best judgment, basically.
Yeah, it's best judgment, basically.
Okay.
We also had to, I believe, bring something of value of theirs back for the gold statue.
Yes, but they'll let the giant stone statue go for nothing. It doesn't really have much of a value to them.
Okay.
Right.
And before I forget, Visk, for spearheading the negotiations last session, you get inspiration.
Nice.
Before everyone goes in, Hagar being Hagar will give a 10-minute speech to grant everyone in the group plus 6 temp HP, I believe it is.
Cool.
Hold on, I don't have the books up yet.
Okay.
Sorry?
I was kind of eating right at the last second, so I'm a little pants down here.
The Visk strategy.
Also,
always eat
before
the
we
last
start
thing.
going down, Lake is going to cast Armor of Agathis on themselves and then use their Pearl to get the spell slot back immediately, because I don't feel like doing a short rest to get that, to use that spell slot again.
I'm casting Mage Armor on myself.
Now, here's a question. Do temporary hit points stack, or do you just take the better of the two?
Take the better.
Okay, so I have 10 temporary hit points, not 6.
And Inspiring Leader is level plus Charisma.
Alright, hold on. How much temporary hit points do we get from Hager?
6.
Cool.
I get 10 because I'm doing a spell that gives it to me.
Yep. All right. Well, if your preparations are ready, or if your preparations are complete,
Let me
So
see
what-
if there's if Nako has anything that they. You go ahead and.
all right. The floor of the canyon drops steeply, as if you were walking down a set of stairs. And if you were walking down a set of stairs, you'd consider them dangerous. Luckily, right now, you're swimming. As the path continues downward, the light fades, and it fades a lot faster than you'd like. Fortunately, that glowing algae you found in the outpost cave is back, and it covers the walls in streaks, swirls, and patterns. Roll perception. Everyone.
Okay. The first one's going to be mine. When you do group rolls, the first one's always going to be Lake's, and the second one's always going to be Nako's.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to look at shit? Ugh.
Perception,
Okay.
please.
Okay, so Lake gets an 11, and Nako
15.
Nako gets a 17.
I believe it's Nako.
Nako.
With a hard A.
Okay, so Lake gets an 11, Nako gets a 17.
Grenache
Alright.
gets 7, Hagar gets 17.
All right, well, basically everyone except Grenache notices that the patterns on the walls aren't just random. They're murals. You didn't notice it at first because everything is rather stylized, but the murals on the canyon walls depict the Triton history. Now, the murals don't seem to be in any order, but you see the Tritons fighting a giant tentacled monster. You see them holding what must be the Sahuagin and their sharks at bay, and you see them fighting some other humanoid fish creatures. Also, you see them pouring out of some sort of portal. Now, despite its steepness, the Canyon of the Descent seems to go on and on, long after every last bit of sunlight has disappeared, and only the faint glow of the algae lets you know that things like stone and life still exist. You sense the pressure increasing with every breath you take. And while your enchanted items are protecting you from most of it, you can sense them begin to strain as the air bubbles around your head shrink down to just in front of your nose, and your muscles start to ache even when you aren't using them. Finally, you reach the base of the canyon, a fact you only recognize because the wall algae falls away, and a thin trail of the stuff winds across the ocean floor past your ability to see.
All right. They did say to follow the algae to the hut if we want like healing potions, I think.
They just said potion.
Well, I mean, potions I can assume mean healing potions, but they can be other things as well. Maybe we should follow that first before we go fish hunting.
Always better
Sure.
to be prepared.
I should also note that the algae creates a dim light for mechanical purposes. So those of you with dark vision can see perfectly.
Cool.
within the algae's glow. And not much else beyond it, though.
I believe I have dark vision because of my celestial stuff. Yep, 60 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I'm probably guiding Hagar because he doesn't have it.
Yeah, poor Hagar is like the only person in the party without dark vision.
Alright, so I think it's pretty much agreed that we're going to go follow the algae for those potions.
All right. Well, you continue along the trail. And eventually you come to... Well, basically it looks very familiar. It's very similar to the kind of hut that you were at before at the Triton Outpost. But this one is smaller, and it has a roof.
All right.
And the algae lights up the walls, but not in any sort of pattern you can recognize as depicting anything.
All right. I guess I'm gonna look around and see if I can't find those potions. So I guess investigate, because we know what we're looking for.
Well, you can just pop your head into the hut.
Oh, okay.
That would probably help.
Yeah, pop my head into the hut.
All right. Well, when you pop your head into the hut, you see 4 surfacers.
Are they alive?
Oh shit.
What?
They are alive and well. And it looks like they're mixing some of the potions, which actually the jars line one wall. And empty jars line a second wall. And at the back of the hut is this great big cauldron or vat.
I say hello.
If anybody cares to notice, the lake immediately gets a bit more tense.
I don't care to notice.
Okay.
I just say hello.
Oh, hello there. Fancy meeting you here.
Yes, indeed. I don't suppose you're from the Adventurers Guild, are you? You're the ones who came down to find out about the Tritons?
I should specify that it is the elf who is cheerfully greeting you.
Okay.
Oh, what kind of elf? Hold on. What kind of elf?
Well, it's actually a little interesting because he is clearly a wood elf, but he's wearing the robes of an imperial magus. Like, it looks like he went through magic training in Okar rather than in his homeland.
So he's not a druid.
Clearly not.
Thank God.
Final fucking lane.
I mean, not that the Imperials are much better.
I just don't like druids, to be honest.
Yeah, so I greet him and ask him, would you be the adventurers who came down a while back to figure out what happened to the Tritons? Because everybody thinks you're dead.
Do they? Well,
some people do, at least.
I suppose they must, considering how long we've been down here. And for the record, I'm not too fond of druids myself, as you might imagine.
Yes.
I didn't think we were saying... Were you saying out loud?
Oh, no, I was saying it out loud. Come on.
Okay. To clarify, Aurelia was not saying that out loud.
No, when I see an elf, if they're not a druid, the first thing I immediately do is go, "Oh, good, you're not a druid." Come on.
Yes, yes, we're perfectly fine, alive, well, living off these potions.
Oh, well, that's very good that you're well. What happened to you exactly?
Well, it's bad luck, I guess. Bad luck. Yeah, the other adventurers kind of nod to each other.
I want to roll insight because I want to see if he's fucking lying.
All right. Roll insight. Well, what he's saying doesn't dispel your doubts, but he doesn't seem like he's disseminating.
All right, what's the full story? Come on, tell us.
Well, it's depressingly short. That's what it is. We
Like Nako?
oh,
I shouldn't laugh, but I am.
two of the adventurers narrow their eyes because one is a gnome and the other is a halfling.
Oh, no, I explained. Well, I look at the gnome and I say, no, it's just a joke. I love gnomes. I trained with...
Really?
You have gnome friends?
Gnomic. I have... Yeah, some of my best friends are gnomes. No,
Roll persuasion.
I explained that I trained to be a bard under gnomes, and I have nothing but respect for their fine culture.
I hate
persuasion.
bards.
Well, you successfully get in the gnome's good books. Although he doesn't really seem to be as cheery as the average gnome tends to be. I mean, it's hard to say for sure, but well, adventurers tend to be outcasts anyhow.
Can we tell from looking at them what classes they are, or like a sort of what they might be?
Insight.
I'll roll that as well because I'm trying to figure out what the party is.
So after the joke, like does say, "Well, I still kind of want to hear your story, please."
All right. Well, then, like I was saying, we went to the Triton outpost. We found the book they had left behind. Did you? Is that how you got down here? Did you read the book?
No.
No, we found the Sahwajin and we asked.
We literally found a book.
Did we find a book?
We did find the book,
but we didn't read it,
use
right?
Yeah, we couldn't read it.
Yeah,
It was
so why do them still?
Oh.
If they know we're here because of the Sawajins, they're gonna get pissy. Come on.
We did find a book, but we weren't able to read it.
Oh, that's a shame. I studied Primal back when I was at the Imperial College. Really, they left it there to be found. It describes that they were looking for something that was coming out of the deeps. They came down to fight it. It also mentions the Canyon of the Descent. And so we went there. We found this hut. The potions really help, by the way. I mean, maybe you've noticed, but we're not wearing the caps of water breathing.
Okay, well, I definitely think we would have noticed that, and I'm not sure why you didn't tell us that immediately.
Yes, sorry, it just kind of slipped past the description.
Are they? Sorry, is he implying that they drank potions of water breathing or something?
Oh no, it's not just water breathing. This helps you adapt to the ocean floor. If you're having trouble breathing, it helps with that as well.
Cool, I'm gonna go find one of those potions.
Well, I mean, most people who aren't amphibians or fish do tend to have trouble breathing underwater. It's less a matter of having trouble and just being completely physically incapable of doing it, to be honest.
All right. Well, while you're discussing, Lady Serial goes over to the wall covered in full potions.
Yeah, hold on. Before I go and slam a potion, I shout, "One of these potions," and then I slam a potion.
No, before she slams a potion, I actually grab her hand and I just shake my head no.
Why?
Trust me on this one.
What?
Trust
okay,
me.
well, I don't trust you.
Yeah, why would she trust you?
I've known you not all that long, to be honest. And we need to drink potions to go do the thing we have to do.
All right.
So,
Are you just grabbing any potion?
Lake
They're
kind
all
of
the
looks
same.
Lake kind of looks apprehensive, and
Well, you can
he's
explain
going to,
why you don't want to drink the potions.
hold on. I'm going to private message Julia in Discord what he whispers to her, because he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't want the rest of the party to hear. He doesn't want the rest of the other party to hear.
Okay, well, I mean, you can just say it. Like, we're all capable of pretending that we didn't hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
He leans into Aurelia, and he leans into Serial. I'm sorry, I keep getting you two confused. He leans into Serial.
Why?
It says, I had a vision where these guys were puppets being controlled by it's too thick to be a string, and it was also the wrong texture, but I think they're being controlled by something, and I don't know what it is, but maybe the potions have something to do with it.
Oh, I can take a fucking wild guess, my dude. Alright, I grab a potion, and I'm gonna just toss it between my hands and look impatiently as I
Okay,
go.
well-
I'll wait to drink it then, boss.
All right, Aurelia still wants to talk to these guys. So, what have you been doing? Sorry, Bobbin. How long have they been down here? Like, we know approximately,
Months.
right?
Months.
Yeah. So I'm like, what have you been doing down here for months?
Searching fruitlessly. The
Wh-
Tritons
why?
are down. The Tritons are down here somewhere, but maybe you've noticed. But it's hard to see, even with the potion's help. It's hard to see anywhere around here, and the ocean is massive. And swimming people don't leave much in the way of tracks. We've been gathering a few potions at a time, ranging outwards, looking for signs, clues, caverns, all that sort of stuff. No avail.
Why? So why did you never return to the surface and port? Why haven't you given up yet?
Because it's our commission. I don't want to share it. We don't want to share it.
Okay.
Do I hear that as I'm dealing with Serial?
Sure.
I mean, that is a little.
I'm going to
suspicious.
roll insight then.
All right, then.
Yeah, I'd like to roll insight too,
No.
actually, because Aurelia is a little suspicious of that.
Oh, jeez. He rolled extremely well.
Oh, okay. Well,
I got plans.
Wait a second. I've got an idea. Come on, roll the dice. All right.
Oh, no.
Well, the wizard talking to you seems to mean every word that he's saying, but the barbarian woman on the left and the roguish-looking halfling on the right seem to be glancing at each other nervously. The gnome in the middle is just stony-faced and looking straight forward.
interesting.
Aurelia, can I see you over here for a moment, please?
Okay, that's a little suspicious, I think, but sure.
And when Aurelia comes over to talk to me, I tell her the same thing I told Serial.
So to clarify, it's that you had a dream about these guys.
It's closer to a vision, but yes.
Okay, and you saw them clearly, like you saw their faces and
Yes,
stuff.
these were the people.
Okay.
While they're discussing things, I go up and just inquire. So where have you searched? Where have you been so that we're not retreading the same tracks?
Well, we've been basically moving around in circles, just ever increasing circles from starting from the hut. You can't go too far away because the potion only replenishes here. You see that vat? He gestures to the back where there's that giant brass cauldron, and he'll just sort of bring you over there, and you see that the same dark-colored muck that's in the potion jars is also filling up the cauldron about halfway full. He says,
Hey, how's it? No.
Well, I'm not sure how the Tritons did it exactly, but basically it's kind of alive, I guess. You just throw in some fish parts, throw in some scavenged, well, whatever passes for plants down here. Toss it in,
Alive.
and the potion grows.
You're saying the stuff in here is alive?
Okay, well, I'm not drinking that.
It works, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a bottle of it though. Put that in my backpack.
What did you say it looks like again?
Mostly black, but when it's thin, it has a reddish tinge.
Okay, so it's basically the protomolecule. That's good to know.
Yeah. Is there a way I can look at this and just discern what it is, what it's made of, or anything about it?
Oh, I know what I want to do to this.
You can roll nature, see if you can guess.
Can
anything besides nature?
Whoops, whoops.
Sadly,
I can do
no.
natural.
This is a nature.
Yeah, that's a -1. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, 15. That's decent.
We're all getting 15 and 16.
Well, those of you who rolled 15 and above, well, you think about how sourdough bread works, where you have a culture, you throw in some flour and some water, and the culture grows.
Gross.
It kind of sounds like that.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sounds like cultural appropriation to me.
Oh.
It's a magic potion, so I should Arcana it. I'm gonna Arcana it. No.
Well, I'm afraid this one's kind of tough for an Arcana check, because this.
Oh well.
You imagine that this must be something that the Tritons must have brought with them from whatever that portal they emerged from was.
Yeah, so it's definitely demon jizz.
Okay.
I'm just saying, statistically speaking, like 99% of all potions contain demon jizz.
Well, okay.
That's a magic fact.
I'm very glad that I don't drink potions then.
No one can dispute my magic fact. Goodbye.
Indeed. Indeed.
Tastes awful, by the way.
Tastes awful.
I'd imagine so.
No, Offal. Offal. Never mind.
On the bright side, it does last for a long time. Kind of hard to say how long down here, but I don't know, 6 hours, 8 hours. Good long time. Still, we can only carry so much potion on our journeys.
Well, it's been great meeting you guys. Another question. Have you encountered any other sea people? You know, I mean, you know, there's Tritons and there's the Swagan or whatever. And I mean, I guess first of all, have you encountered the Swagan much, or?
Oh no, we stay well away from them.
I see. What about anyone else? Have you encountered any other sort of, beings similar to the Tritons and the?
Well, thankfully, not so much. I mean, down here, the bottom of the ocean is actually rather barren. I think even most sea creatures don't come down this deep.
Insight, because he's lying through his teeth, and I absolutely know it.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird.
Well, let's see if I'm insightful. Hold on.
Oh man!
Okay, well,
Well, from two of you at least. Damn. There
Yeah.
you go.
I'll just let the smart people.
so is
that
that
are
me
good
and
lying.
Nico then?
No, that's me, and that's Aurelia and or like.
Oh, I see. Sorry, the first one is an Arcana check. I thought
Yeah,
you were
the
rolling for both of you.
No, I was
Yeah.
just rolling.
Well, I got a
Unless-
crit, so
Yeah,
I
well, I
definitely
mean-
fucking learned something.
Oh yeah. I mean, you hardly even needed to roll in the first place because this is clearly not true. What he's saying. You can back that up with facts.
Question is, how do we go about calling them out on their bullshit?
I mean, I could cast suggestion on him.
Just cast Circle of Truth.
Yes.
If only I could have that.
Zone of truth. I don't think we actually.
Nope.
No.
It'll be a while before I get it.
How about
think
this?
that's third
no,
level
wait,
spell.
no, wait. I know how I can do this. Let me just check my spells real quick. I need to figure out. All right. I go up to him, and I cast. I start as I swim over. I start the somatic and verbal components for my spell, and I just tap him on the shoulder, and I say, "How about you give us a nice heaping helpful spoonful of the truth?" And I casting friends on him.
Oh my god, do you know what happens when that stops?
Yeah, but which is why
You're literally gonna make them attack us, dude. Also, friends doesn't make him tell you the truth. Friends
I
just
know.
gives you advantage on charisma checks.
All right, but that's what he does. So
Fuck me.
roll persuasion
I actually think they get a
with advantage.
They get all right. Oh well, then in that case, I will roll persuasion with advantage. Persuasion with advantage.
Okay. So to be clear, we've got 1 minute until they probably attack us or possibly
Well, just the
I
one.
know.
seek
the
retribution
one.
in some other way. Yeah, but he's their fucking leader.
Not necessarily. He could just be the only one that's not so deeply enthralled that he can actually speak. Because notice the other three have stayed completely silent.
Okay.
I
well,
really don't. I wish you'd said that because, again, I could have just cast suggestion on him, which would have been much less dangerous. And also lasts for 8 hours instead of 1 minute. And also doesn't make them turn hostile.
He just says seek retribution, and guess what? It's all against me. You guys have nothing.
Well, here's the
Okay,
thing, though.
well, we're not just going to let you die.
Here's the thing, though.
all right.
Your spell has material and somatic components,
Material components do not matter for warlocks, I believe.
right? Well, that means that everyone in the room saw you cast a spell.
Yeah, they did.
And quite out of proportion, you must say, everyone decides to attack you. Roll initiative.
You're real lucky that I'm standing around here, buddy.
All right.
I'm not a huge fan of the fact that the fucking barbarian or whatever is standing right next to me. That was cool.
God damn it.
Of course, you get fucking 20 on initiative. Oh, wow. Okay, I also got 20 on initiative. Well, I got 20 actually, so
Okay,
Mike
so
got one.
no, not well. I get a 20, and Nako got a Nako, got a 9.
All right.
No, she wants to go on 20.
You're gonna have to
but-
add Nako. Whoop. What? Where'd it go?
But Hagar got a 2.
All right. Well, I'm going to be playing a little fast and loose with combat at the moment. You'll understand why as soon as you land a blow. So Aurelia, you go first.
Okay. That's not me. I'm sorry.
you
I've started the thing.
You mixed up your own character.
Get over here so I can defend you.
All right, but Aurelia, it is your go.
That's you, Vis.
Sorry, are we doing a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're first
combat.
in initiative.
Okay.
Hostile intent is evident. Combat is about to begin.
All right. Okay.
And keep in mind that if you want to subdue someone, instead of just killing them, you need to make a melee attack. Or, use a spell that doesn't cause harm.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about what I want to do here because this is. I mean, I'm next to someone who can fucking cut me in half, so.
Yeah, run away.
I can just disengage as
Yeah.
like one of my actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, as
And then I can
the
still
action.
cast a spell. All right.
Well, do you have
Um,
do you have a bonus action spell? That's the only kind you can cast. But if you want that to be, if disengaging is, important, then go ahead and go with that.
Okay, I'm gonna cast sleep.
That is
Nice.
Cast it as a second level spell.
that is a full action.
Oh wait,
spell.
but fuck no, because you're. Oh no, that
Just
doesn't
do
work
it.
because I
Just do it.
you
No,
can, however,
it
you
doesn't
can,
work
however,
because I'm
cast
probably going to
spells.
cause you to fall asleep.
You can, however, cast spells in melee.
Unless I just center it on like the barbarian. The problem is, yeah, sleep doesn't distinguish between allies and enemies. So, it's not going to work when you're
The
surrounded
news,
by enemies.
I am resistant to spells that put me to sleep.
Yeah, but is Lake?
Oh no, but I mean,
Yeah, because here's
yeah.
the thing. Not only will it risk putting Lake to sleep, but that will also cause it to not work on them if he has fewer hit points.
oh
Well, you can
shit.
you
yeah,
can
you're
catch
right.
2 of them
So
since she's immune to
yeah,
sleep.
no.
Oh,
You can
yeah,
catch 2 of them.
I'm literally immune to it, dude. Pop
Yeah.
it down near me. It will not affect me. I don't got to roll.
yeah, all right. I mean, I guess I can.
Elves just don't
Hmm.
sleep.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how many HP these guys have because I can do it for 78 worth of HP, but I don't know if that's enough.
Well-
If these guys are all pretty tough, which they probably are.
Roll perception.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I think a better thing. I'm going to use Tasha's hideous laughter.
Huh.
I'm going to use that on the barbarian. I think.
All right, and that is wisdom save.
So barbarian has to make a wisdom save.
All right.
Okay, that is not good enough. So the barbarian now perceives everything as hilariously funny and fits of laughter. It falls prone, becomes incapacitated. Well, I mean, I don't know. We're underwater, so maybe it doesn't fall prone, but becomes incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. Assuming this barbarian has an intelligence score of at least 5. Right.
All right, but I am going to
Can I
move
assume
your
that?
move your character back.
Wait,
'Cause
why did
that's
you
your
move me?
action. That is because that is your action. You can move after you make your action. Because look, can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you, but
Yeah, Fisk, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is Bobbin talking?
Yes.
I was talking.
Oh, okay. Why can I not hear Bobbin all of a sudden?
That is weird. It's like right in the middle of everything too.
Yeah, bad timing.
Fuck, okay.
Disconnect, reconnect, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Test.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm just saying
Same.
hello. Did you hear him?
No, I didn't. What the hell is going on? What? I didn't change anything. Why would I suddenly...
So
Oh.
weird.
Okay, wait, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
That's just even weirder then.
But he must not have been all the way in the room.
That was
so.
deeply strange. I don't really understand what happened there.
Okay, so I moved your character back because you didn't disengage, because that would have been your action. But now that the barbarian is incapacitated, you can move after your action.
Oh, okay. I thought I could disengage like instead of moving normally.
No.
Is that not how it works?
Disengage is an action.
Okay,
And
fair enough.
Rogues get to cheat because of a class skill.
I see. Okay, sorry. I didn't know that. So yes, I'll just cast that spell on her then and then move away.
Nice
Alright.
job. Does she take any damage or not?
No, she does not take damage.
She's just laughing now.
Yeah, so at the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom saving throw. It can also make wisdom saving throws if it takes damage. So, and it gets advantage on the saving throws if.
Yeah, let's.
My advice would be: do not attack the barbarian until until it wears off, or
One
you've
thing,
got
though,
things well in hand.
One
Hey,
thing.
what's its laughter sound like?
Well, the question I wanted to ask is, what joke did you tell?
Oh no, it's not telling a specific joke. It just
I know,
she
but
just
it
perceives everything as
It
funny.
can be though. It's an
No.
opportunity.
Okay. Here's the joke. What did the elf say to the weird half angel thing?
I'm a fucking moron.
No, nothing, because the half angel thing failed on his fucking charisma roll.
Nice. Okay, I like this joke. This is my kind of comedy.
All right.
Okay, I'm done. So.
It is Lake's turn.
All right.
Also, I can't see the turn tracker, by the way. Am I supposed to?
I
Yeah,
think
you're
we're just playing.
gonna-
We're playing loosey goosey with the rules right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not too worried about the mage because I've got pretty good spell save, like spell-ish type saves. So this one's a rogue.
Yes.
I pull out my silvered mace. I knew I bought it for a reason, and I'm going to swing it at her for non-lethal damage.
Oh, that'll hit.
Okay.
So, yeah, roll your damage.
All right. It's
And
I'm
that's
not
why
very
Lake
strong.
doesn't use their mace.
Yes. And
Bonk.
it's, well, shit.
Whack.
I am going to move up here 5 feet, which only provokes an attack of opportunity from the gnome, because I'm not moving out of the threatened squares of either the wizard or the rogue.
Why did you do that?
Because that's one less attack.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, 14 is a hit.
And it hits your armor of Agathis, doesn't it?
Yep,
And that's how much damage?
10.
No him as dead.
Can't be done non-lethally?
You hit him with a spell. It was spell damage. You don't get to choose for spell damage.
Wait, hold on. Let me check Armor of Agathis just to make sure that if I can control when it goes off.
Don't.
If not, I can always have dispelled because I don't want to kill these guys. Honestly,
Oh, I do.
No, don't kill them. They are not under their own.
No, it's good. I'm good. I'm gonna actually.
I've actually got a thing to cover it if it is like.
Please don't kill them. I'm trying to keep them alive.
Is it like instantly dead or is it below 0 dead?
Actually, for this guy, just below 0 dead. So he is dying.
Okay.
Okay. So
all right. So how much damage does he do to me then?
How much damage did he take?
10.
And that okay, so there must be something wrong with them if 10 is enough to kill them. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you.
I guess I should have cast sleep.
That's what I was telling you. He's. All right. How much damage did I actually
I'm sorry,
take?
But how could you possibly have known that?
Because we were playing UC with the rules. All right.
2 damage.
All right. Whoop, I'm down to 8 temporary hit points. So my armor is still up.
And I believe Grenache also got a 20.
Yeah, seeing the gnome just instantly falling on his face as soon as that went off, I reach out and place my hand against him, and I use Spare the Dying.
All right.
Puts him at 0 hit points, he becomes stable, and he's not at risk of actually dying.
Unless someone hits him again. Just saying.
Yep. I'm not going to hit him.
But I mean, hopefully everyone else has the common sense not to do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to hit him.
Yeah, I actually do turn to Serial, and during my turn, I say, "Don't kill them. They're not under their own. They're not themselves."
Okay,
all right,
sure.
so that was your action, though.
Yep, that was my.
And for movement, I move closer to the halfling.
Now, I don't believe you can flurry unless you've used your regular action as an attack. That's just for clarification.
I wasn't looking to use my flurry either way, but I don't know about my bonus attack.
I could go for a McFlurry right about now.
But sort of what I'm saying is that you can only use a bonus action for an attack if your regular action was also an attack.
Right, and that's including the martial arts thing, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so I can't do anything else this turn then.
Whose turn is that?
But the gnome is alive.
I believe it is yours, unless the other party gets to go.
They're going on 10. So, yes, It is Lady Serial's turn.
It's my turn? Okay, tell me if I can do this real quick. Can I shift into here? Move into there, or what?
Well, I believe he's blocking the diagonal, but you can move through a party member's square, so indirectly, yes.
Okay, cool. I want to move there. Now, second thing, I have this cool spell called Green Flame Blade. Since we're underwater, is that going to affect my ability to do it? Yes, no.
I believe you get advantage on saving throws against fire.
Okay, it's not a saving throw, so this is cool. Okay.
Well, I might also rule in favor of resistance, so half damage.
Okay, that's fine because it's
it's
only
magic fire.
Yeah, it's literally green magic that's gonna coat my sword, and then I'll explain it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so as part of casting Green Flame Blade, I need to make a melee attack. I'm going to melee attack the elf dude in front of me, the elf wizard, real quick.
Sure.
Oh wait, hold on. Do I want to use blade singing? No, I won't. I'll save it. Hold on, I need to find my... Okay. Okay, I assume a 23 hits this fool in front of me?
It's a wizard, so yes.
Okay, I stab him for 5 damage, and then I whip my sword back behind me, and it glows green with flame, and then this halfling takes 5. Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading it right. Oh no, they take 4 flame damage as my green flame blade whips and also hits them. Okay, I'm done now.
Okay, that knocks her down to 0 exactly.
Cool. Fuck off. Alright.
So, for
And
reference, did you attempt to subdue the wizard, or were you going for a lethal
Yeah, I
blow?
wasn't trying. I mean, I'm not trying to kill him. He seems like a cool elf, but I don't give a shit about halflings. And also, it's a fire blade, so I can't really be expected to control that shit.
All right. Well, the spell damage starts her dying then, but he
Cool.
is just unconscious.
Done. That's how you do it, boys, I say. Took 2 out in one go. Okay, I'm done.
Technically not a boy.
It's a generic boys as in
Yeah,
friends. I mean,
Aurelia's even more
It was
not
a
a
joke.
boy.
So I'm
but-
gonna have
It
to save
was a,
this one.
it was a joke. I was
oh
joking.
my god! I leave the party.
All right.
Can I
so, can we just assume that we
Yeah.
just swim over and knock this one out now?
Yeah.
Nico,
And on
um,
my next turn, I use Spade of Dying on the halfling anyway, so.
Yeah. Between Neko and Hagar, yeah, they can just sort of pummel the 12 hit points out of the barbarian.
All right. So, question is, who has rope? I believe I have rope because I have a thieves thing. I have thieves stuff.
Well, as you figure out what to do, I need to go feed the cats.
Okay. I've got rope as well, so.
Yeah, we can tie these guys up.
Yeah, I've also
and-
got rope.
I don't because I'm not a fucking pervert.
Well, that's actually pretty surprising. I really would have pegged Serial as a giant fucking pervert. So
No, I am graceful. I represent the elven race. I say as I pick my nose.
And isn't that a shame?
I just assumed that all elves were perverts. To be honest,
You're half elf, so that makes you half a pervert.
yeah, no, Aurelius 100%. Like, let's be clear here.
Okay.
That's the
you guys
elven-
have been
that's the
impressed by
elven
how
half
that
coming
turned
through.
around.
That's the elven half coming through. Is the pervert.
Ruach is legitimately impressed how that got just turned right back around, and yeah. Okay, that was good. That was good. I'm still using rope to tie up the 2 short people.
Also, suggestion: we gag and blindfold the spellcasters because then they will be able to cast spells.
Is the gnome a spellcaster?
I think so. Hold on, let me
I
check
don't think
the.
we ever
let me-
discovered what the gnome was.
I can tell you exactly what the gnome was if you just give me a second. Oh gee, that's right. I talked a lot to Bobbin about. There we go. Oh no, I didn't get anything about. I didn't get anything about their classes in my vision. Just what they looked like. Never mind. I still would prefer to tie and gag up the ones that we know for a fact can use magic, and the ones that might use magic. So maybe also tie and gag the blindfold to gag the rogue as well, in case they're an arcane trickster.
I mean, my counterpoint there is if they were under control, how do we know if they're not under it if they can't speak?
I'm assuming that they would be able to cast their spells some way. I still don't want to take any chances with spellcasters. For the most part, spellcasters need to see, speak, and move their hands, and I would like to eliminate all three avenues.
Yeah, well, with my...
I mean, unless they're a sorcerer.
Unless, but, like...
Unless you're a
All right.
sorcerer. Okay.
In which case, we can really do nothing about it.
Well,
So
I mean,
what did you all decide to do?
we're going to tie them up, I believe, and I also suggested blindfolding and gagging these three guys here, because for a fact, the barbarian's not going to be casting any magic, but these guys...
obviously.
I mean,
These
that's
guys-
kind of a racist assumption.
It's a classist assumption,
Well,
thank you very much.
But it's also true.
Well, Aurelia is in favor of classes. So.
But for the most part, yes, we're gonna tie all four of them up and blindfold and gag these guys as well, because I don't know which ones are capable of casting spells, but I'd rather not leave it to chance.
All right. Well, about an hour. Well, no, let's not make it an hour. Let's say about 10 minutes pass, and the adventurers start coming to their senses. And well, the first thing they do
probably
is
have brain damage.
the first thing they do is struggle against their bonds. But after a few seconds, they just sort of settle back down as they realize what's happened to them while they were unconscious.
All right, so I go
so-
over to the elf and I say, "All right, we're gonna try this again, and you're gonna nod your head yes or no. And if you don't cooperate, my friend Hagar here is going to have some fun with you."
Hagar
Sounds
likes
like an
fun.
intimidate check.
That is going to be an intimidate check.
Before you make that check, however, the barbarian speaks up. You know, you don't have to talk to him. I can speak for myself now.
Oh, now okay.
What do you mean now?
What-
What happened before?
Before
What the fuck is going on?
we
Nothing.
found something.
Found what?
He was lying to you before. The Tritons left clear tracks in the dirt, spread more of that algae of theirs around to make sure that people would be able to follow them. We followed those tracks. We came into a cave. It was empty, except for a thing that was waiting for us in the center.
Let me guess. Big, slimy, had tentacles.
Why don't you just not guess and let her say instead? I'm in favor of that.
He's right.
They. But continue.
They're right. But it spoke to us. Spoke inside our minds, spoke to us of everything we ever wanted. I learned things about my friends here that I don't think they would have told their mothers. It swore to us that if we were to serve it, it would make these dreams of ours come true. 3 of us did. He didn't, actually. She gestures with her head
elf.
towards the elf, actually. He refused, but it took his mind anyway. Since then, we haven't really seen much. We've seen the the sea creatures at his disposal. Saw that much. Seen patrols coming and going from that cavern. But it had us sit here, wait for the ones who would inevitably come and follow us. We were to do as we did. Try to conceal the truth. Prevent you from finding the cavern.
So were you bait or just placed here to shoo us away?
We are a signpost placed backwards, you might say.
All right. All right. So you guys,
Okay,
so is everybody here normal? Is everybody here under their own?
Well, that's kind of what I want to ask a little bit more about. How exactly was this thing controlling you? Like, and why are you free now?
It felt like we were puppets. I could think, I could see what was happening, but I could do nothing to affect my body.
That's pretty horrifying.
Yeah. No, that sounds terrible.
But the
Hey,
pain,
we should just leave. We should leave, guys.
No.
the pain knocked it out, I think.
Right. All right. I'm going to untie you. And if it turns out you're still sort of telling the truth, but still under the thrall of this thing and start attacking you, I'm going to be very sad.
In response to Grenash's question, the others nod.
I just do insight real quick. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're telling the truth. But...
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna
well,
roll
with a
insight for
17,
these
you're
three.
pretty sure they're telling the truth.
Okay.
All right. All right. Untie him. Ungag him.
Okay.
I want to ungag the elf, man.
Oh yeah. So what about this gross living potion thing? Was that also a lie? What's up with that?
Well, your friend there was right to stop you from drinking from the potion vial. The thing, it has this mucus, and it made us add that mucus to each of the potions. Now, the stuff in the cauldron, that's fine. I think it might have been worried that its mucus would have killed the living stuff in there, and it could come in handy in the future, so it let it... that's undoctored. You can drink that stuff, and you'll get the correct potion effects. Honestly, I'm not sure.
I dunked my head in the cauldron.
You actually have to keep reaching a little bit further because it's mostly empty. You got to reach down pretty far to hit the potion.
Okay, I grab her legs and lower her in.
Thank you. Finally.
Guys, we're
Someone
underwater. She could
support
just
me.
lower herself.
No. Bye.
Stop it.
I mean, it's
All right.
funny. I'm going to watch. Mike's going to watch with a smile on their face.
Have you ever had a mud facial?
That's very fun. I'm enjoying what's happening right now. Just really swimming in it with my face.
Lake just swims down and gets some as well.
Okay, I get a big ol' slurp, and then I get out from my cool new facial.
Okay, so the substance has the consistency of jam, the color of fried blood pudding, and the flavor of cough syrup.
Which flavor cough syrup?
The terrible one.
Oh no, not that one.
What does it do?
Well, as soon as Serial has some and manages to swallow it, the pressure on her chest immediately seems to subside, and she can start breathing much more clearly now.
Yep, I'm gonna get into
Also-
some of that as well.
Yeah, buddy.
Also, the sensation of the cold feet fades, and you now effectively have resistance to all cold effects, which is the only reason that gnome survived.
Yeah, boy.
Wow.
because it took half damage
Alright.
from your armor of Agathis.
Mm-hmm.
That's one frail fucking gnome. Jesus.
Well, I think they were under. I think the enthrallment had.
No, I
something
mean
to
I
do
get
with
it. I'm just saying.
Actually, do you remember how the Archdruid complained about how the Adventurers Guild sent a bunch of newbies down there?
Oh,
Are these guys level 1?
Yes.
Oh my
Holy
god!
You're not even a real wizard, are you? A fake wizard.
I'm probably a better wizard than this guy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You're not. Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure Hagar's a better wizard than this guy.
Can you
This is
even
better
do
barbarian.
this? I start casting prestidigitation. Can you even do this? Have you learned that yet? Oh my god, guys.
Oh, she's back.
But there's one last effect, which is that the darkness surrounding you seems to fade and brighten, and now you have dark vision out to 120 feet.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm gonna have Nako drink some of that as well. So.
Okay.
Everyone should drink it, to be
I'm
honest.
gonna cast minor illusion on some of the potion to make it less disgusting looking, and
Actually,
then drink it.
Oh, I'll just use prestidigitation. I'll make it taste like a sody pop.
Yeah.
actually, yes, prestidigitation can change the flavor of something.
Okay, can you
Oh.
please? I can't cast prestidigitation. Can you cast it?
I
to
will
make
do
this-
it for you.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
There's a lot of
I
potions.
got-
You both
make
can
it-
do it.
I make it taste like lollipops or whatever you like.
Yes, lollipops. Thank you. That's my favorite food. Is the
I
lollipops.
actually don't have Oh, I do have prestidigitation. Okay. For Nako, I make it taste like something that a goblin would like.
That's
Broccoli.
racist.
Roll history.
Okay. Okay. I could just ask Nako,
Yes,
like, what do you want
I'm
it to
sure
taste
Nako
like?
could
And then
just
Nako
say-
would be like, I want it to taste like this thing.
No, Nico's I want to taste like Algeria. There you go.
Algeria?
I think he'd choose
Good.
something like fresh bread.
Because he's
Like,
played by
okay.
Crimea, you see.
Yeah, there we
Crimea
go.
loves it.
And then I make it taste like fresh bread, and he's fine with it, I guess. Like, I don't have to roll history to ask him a question.
Well, you were going to assume, and
Yeah.
assumptions require rolls.
Okay.
Assumptions make an ass out of you.
And me.
All right. Brunash, do you want in on this?
I mean, say so.
Literally everyone should drink this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're all.
No downsides.
Yeah, and you can
Brunash,
use,
what do you want it to taste like? It tastes awful. It tastes like orange, but not orange.
I've tasted worse.
No, you.
No, it doesn't taste like orange. It tastes like yellow.
It's like lollipops. What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. I've tasted worse.
All right, I cast prestidigitation and make it taste like fresh bread anyway.
All right. Okay. So now we can see and shit.
You can also
Fuck.
take.
What are we gonna do about these guys though? Because I don't
Hey.
think they should come with us, and also
Hey,
I don't
I'm-
think they can make it back on their own because the Sahuagin aren't there.
Hey, we got here on our own. We can get back.
That
We
is
can just-
true.
We're going to take some time here. We're going to destroy the potions that we corrupted when we were not ourselves. After that, we're getting the hell out of here.
Cool.
Okay, I mean, if you're confident, I was just a little worried because there are Sahuagin around, but
Quick question. Does Sariel still have that potion that was it corrupted?
Yeah, my potion that I have for future study is corrupted, and no, you aren't getting it.
I wasn't going to suggest that. I was going to suggest keeping a hold of it so it's evidence for when we get back.
Yep. Also, I want to get a thing of the not gross.
I really hope that one day we can bring this squid thing to justice in a court of law. Note, however, that it will have to be Admiralty Court.
I want
So if this
real
thing is a
quick.
libertarian, it could cause problems.
Oh shit.
real quick, before you guys continue joking, I want to get a sample of the non-corrupted potion, and then I want to label them using prestidigitation to turn one of the bottles black, the one that's full of the good
Why don't
stuff.
you just label it with a
There.
label?
I don't have a label maker. It's not on my character sheet.
Also, you're underwater.
Yeah,
They're
also that.
underwater label makers. Come on.
Listen, whatever. I've labeled it in my own unique way. All my stuff is organized by color. And I open up my entire bag.
Oh my god,
Okay.
it really is. And now it's floating everywhere.
All right, but just to remind you that there is a second wall full of empty potion vials, so you can take 1 or 2 spares
Yeah, I'm gonna take a
Sweet.
couple spares.
each.
Sweet.
I'm gonna write that on my character sheet. Gear. Where is? Nope, that's.
All right. Well, if you're going to write it down, you can call it Potion of Acclamation.
Acclamation. So
I don't know where any of this stuff is, so Grunash is just kind of going to let them do their thing. Can't really say what Hagar would do. Don't know what he'd do, actually.
Well, he's not going to do much because you only get to puppet him while in combat.
I figured.
So right now he's in silent protagonist mode.
Hagar writes a
No,
speech.
I cannot
no,
believe
no,
for
no.
a second that Hagar is silent.
No,
Ah, this blessed day.
he's in the middle of giving his 10-minute speech again. That's what he's doing.
All right. Well, I guess we keep moving on then.
Yeah. Well. So, thanks guys for giving us a warning about horrible squid monster.
Yeah. Was there anything that that you in retrospect you think maybe that's what we did wrong that allowed the squid monster to take over us?
Being level 1, failing their wisdom save.
Right. I mean, I realize
Yeah,
that it might just be that simple, but
Yeah, the wrong thing was just trying to face it down, I suppose. But as for me and the other two, I say our what we did wrong was we let it take over. I mean, honestly, this thing it knows so much. It has so much at its disposal. I'm not sure if it might have been able to fulfill our desires, but honestly, I don't think it would have been worth it.
Things
I
that can
agree.
do that kind of thing? Probably not.
unless it knows where my mom is, then I might have to betray and murder you all.
Can you give me a
Wait, you have-
Simon.
I'm assuming that was said out of character, and also out of character I said, wow, you also have a missing mom? What a coincidence.
If it was said in character, Grenache just kind of looks sideways, goes, huh.
No, I didn't say that in character.
Okay.
Okay, but by the way, now that you have sort of a description of this thing, I will allow everybody to roll history to try and
Oh, I wanna
guess
do that.
what it is.
Hey.
I mean, out of character,
Oh,
I
hey.
know what it is, but in character, no shit, Captain.
Well, that is consistent.
Neither
Yeah.
does Hagar.
Oh wait, that's right. I need to see if Nico. I need to see
Oh,
if Nico
damn.
knows.
How is this possible? How is this possible? My history is a +6.
Nico might know what it is.
Grenache probably does.
Well, sadly, a 19 is not enough in this case.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Dang.
It is extremely obscure.
Well,
In-
Grenache got it then.
No, Grenache got a 19.
He said it's not enough.
20.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure the
holy
DC is
hell.
20.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So close.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
thinking about it with my beautiful
Grenache gets
brain,
this-
so maybe I'll eventually get it.
Grenache gets that annoying feeling that you get when you know you've heard about this thing. you know someone told you the story, but god damn, I can't remember what that freaking story is.
It's just back in my head, and I just
Sounds like a whale.
God
Whales
damn
have
it.
tentacles, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the primordial whale.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's a squid.
I mean, the only thing Grenache kind of knows is that it's bad, and we should probably deal with it.
Hey, maybe we're in the Dishonored universe where whales do have tentacles.
Maybe.
Why
Anyway,
not whales' fault?
So let's move on. There's really just the sooner we can take care of this thing, the sooner we can leave. I'm quite frankly tired of being underwater.
Yeah.
I'm just tired.
Yeah, I tend to guys go, you four gonna be okay getting out?
Yeah, they already said they would.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
they're staying
go,
behind to
boys.
destroy the doctored potions. And the barbarian woman, by the way, is going to point you in the right direction before you go.
Nice. I like her the most of these four.
Yeah, no, she seems cool.
Possibly only because she's the one that we didn't gag, but you know.
Well, because she laughed at your joke.
That's true. She did like my joke. Actually, I have a question for her quickly before she goes. Now, when I cast that spell on you, did you inside also find everything funny? Or was it just like the thing controlling you that found everything funny?
I wasn't myself.
Aw,
Oh no.
aw. That's the nicest way anyone's ever said your joke's not funny.
Sad. Sad times. Okay, let's go.
Yep.
Also, what's a history check? Or whichever kind of check you said.
What?
I'm not making any checks.
No,
Let's go.
that history check was for Neko to see if you knew.
No, I was saying in the joke, you mentioned a check.
Like,
No, yeah, I said
Yeah.
persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Or charisma
Also,
check,
what's a
whatever it was.
persuasion check?
Let's leave before they can realize they're in the fucking Matrix.
Yeah, the fourth one's collapsing upon us. Let's go.
You don't learn about that till you're level 3.
All right, so you're on the Triton's trail, so you can roll survival or investigation to pick it up.
in advantage because they gave us directions.
Oh, survival.
No, the DC is easier than it would be.
Okay.
Is everyone making a
nailed it.
Yeah.
survival?
Either way,
Investigated.
mine's.
Oh, we can do investigation or survival? Okay.
Yeah.
That is what I said. And
I
Vis
investigated
got it,
real hard. I
so
found all the clues, guys.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna do it then. Or I might as well. Oh, almost as good.
well, most of you
Story
have
of your
no
life.
trouble picking up the trail. Like the barbarian woman said, clearly the Tritons wanted people to follow them. I mean, that that sort of follows along with the fact that they left a book behind that,
suddenly become quiet.
although it was written in Primordial,
Is Bob
was,
talking and I can't hear him again?
Yeah,
Yes,
Bob is
yes.
talking.
Fuck! What is
Jesus.
happening?
This it's extremely good.
Okay, I'm gonna restart again.
all right, well, let me just, it's not really that important, so let me just finish what I was saying. The,
Is Bob?
yeah, you follow the
Oh, there we
trail.
go.
It was easy to follow because, like I said, the Tritons want people to follow them. That's why they also left that book behind. It admittedly was written in Primordial, but still. And so eventually you find your way to a crack, just a hole right in the ocean floor. And you swim down, and there's a tunnel, and it weaves and winds until you you kind of lose track of which way is up and down. But eventually you do make your way to the entrance of a large cavern.
Oh no.
So tell me if the fog of war is working correctly.
It is, yes.
I think so.
Oh,
I
cool.
can see some
It
fish
is.
people, but one of the fish people is only half a fish people.
See a
Oh,
very small fish people.
Yeah,
that's a nice...
it's a tiny
That's
fish
good to
person.
know then.
Like this guy right here, he's half a fishman.
Yeah, he's half a fish guy. And also, this guy is a smaller fish guy.
Yeah.
He's a small bean.
Well,
No,
because you-
actually. Also, I feel like I should be up front as well. Just to be very clear.
I feel like I should be at the back.
I'm just trying to get line of sight on these guys, to be honest.
Yeah. That's
All
fine.
right,
We can
well,
advance.
When you first enter this large cavern, you notice that, well, actually, there's sort of this encampment, and there are fish creatures that seem to be milling around, minding their own business, and smaller ones that you imagine must be children.
These are not the Tritons, right? We would know that.
No,
You would know that, yes.
these are not
Okay.
the Tritons.
So they're also not the Sawijawapa. So
Yeah,
I,
Like something you notice right away about these guys is that the Sawajin are shark-like, big
are they
mouths
the
full of
deep
teeth,
ones?
and these guys are a little more bony fish.
But they have kids with them, eh? So that seems suspicious. That seems like maybe they're not up here to raid shit. Maybe they're running away from something.
Well, here's the thing, actually, is that before you can have too much time to draw conclusions, Nako's dagger pulses in a way that all of you sense. There is danger here, and it is closer than the creatures that are by the tents.
Yes.
I see.
Roll perception for both my characters.
Yeah, let's perceive things. I'm in favor of that.
Lake and assist.
Holy shit!
Give me
That's
a
right.
high five, my friend.
I can see everything! I am like God!
I am as unto God.
Meanwhile, neither of my characters see shit.
Well, yeah, so, well, Lady Aurelia and Suriel's, Ladies Aurelia and Suriel, you both notice at the same time that some of those little holes in the wall have some of the Quotoa behind them.
Wrap
Oh.
this.
Murder holes, hooray!
I say hello.
Roll initiative to say hello.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Shall we
that
say.
feels like
Okay. That's aggressive, but Jesus. Well,
I am so sad.
I
So-
am taken by
Oh,
surprise.
jeez. Lake goes on a 2, but Nako goes on a 21.
Yeah, because he's a rogue.
Meanwhile, Grenache is on a 13, and Hagar is a 6.
Don't like.
Okay, let me add Nako's initiative, and then let me add mine. I'm going last.
Really not excited about these murder holes, you guys.
Come on, they're just murder holes.
Just the name feels really ominous.
That's just a name. Probably has a completely different etymology. Like, oh yeah, once upon a time there was like something called a mare dare, and you know, it drilled holes, and then they
Actually, murder translates to candy.
The merde d'air, or as they say in French, the shitholes. Great. That doesn't assure me at all. You're gonna shit on us.
All right.
Yeah,
So
don't forget to put your initiative in.
Oh, I
Tracker.
forgot I had to do that.
Yeah.
Wow. Lazy. Okay.
Well, that's not a real number you put in.
Who goes first between?
Are you fucking
Hagar
kidding
and-
me?
I guess. I think.
did you? By the way, did you roll twice for Nico? Because he's
No, I
got
did
advantage on
not.
initiative.
I did not know that he had advantage on initiative, so I will go ahead and roll that for him
Yeah,
again.
That's that dagger thing he's got.
Okay, he
Yeah,
rolled
first one's
worse,
still
so never mind. He's gonna go on
If there's a tie, does it go to the better roll or the better modifier?
better modifier.
Okay, so yeah.
I've just been letting it go because it's usually, well, if it's between a PC and an NPC, the PC goes first. Otherwise, it's just whichever order the the turn order thing puts you in.
Fair enough. Well,
yeah,
it's
I'd have let it go in front of Hagar anyway.
yeah, well,
Hey, how are we gonna get into these murder holes to get these
Carefully.
guys?
with murder.
Well,
I actually don't like this.
it's
You don't like murder? Come on. You wanted to
Oh,
murder
no.
those guys back there.
I love murder. I just don't like murder that can involve me getting murdered.
Oh, I see.
well, it's
So you're a murder hypocrite.
Yes.
Nego gets to go first, so
All right. So Neko is going to use his bonus rogue action to stealthily try and move forward. So he gets to roll stealth.
oh, they know you're here.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, no,
They don't-
he's gonna try to hide himself
Yeah.
in the shadow.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Neko is an assassin, so because you're going first, you automatically get advantage and therefore sneak attack damage
Okay.
in the first round.
And is it possible for him to swim up and I can't control Neko on this on here for no, because I've got the roller select. Never mind. So is it possible for Neko to swim up and attack on the same turn? What weapons does he have?
That is a movement and action, yes.
Well, I mean, like, I'm trying to figure out if he can get up to them in time to stab. Not does he have a? He does have a hand crossbow.
Your swim speed is 40, except for Sario, whose swim speed is 60.
So
I was
5,
about to get way
10,
faster, my dude.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Can he swim through the murder holes and get to them?
He's small,
I
so
don't like that answer.
well, yes, but there's kind of a Quotoa standing right there.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
that-
asking if he could stab that Quotoa with his melee weapon, which I think does better damage.
Yes, the Quotoas are
stab face.
immediately adjacent to the murder holes.
Okay, so he gets advantage on this attack roll, correct?
Yes. You would also get advantage if you chose to use your ranged weapon, but only in close range, because long range does not work, period, underwater.
Does a 15 hit their AC?
It's just the regular one, so yes.
Okay, so let me see. He does 2d6 with sneak attacks. So it's 3d6 plus 4 total. Oh, damn!
Wow, he's dead. Can't believe Nico killed a man. Watch him die.
It's only a
Well,
fish
let's
man.
just
It
make
barely
sure.
even counts.
Oh, no, this one's only mostly dead.
Okay.
Mostly
and I
dead.
don't think
Completely
I
dead.
don't think he gets an extra attack. I don't think.
No, that's a level 5 sort of thing.
Yeah, that is a level 5 thing.
But yeah, so Neko,
Oh wow, Rogue,
Good.
no, rogues don't even get that. So
Neko gets just super alerted by that dagger, and before any of you can so much as say, hey, he's already at one of the murder holes and stabbing one of the things behind it.
Wow.
Like right in the
That's
eyeball
our
too.
boy. All grown up.
Yes, I am
Lake.
indeed an adult.
God damn it.
Feels like it was just yesterday that we met.
Lake, it has been more than 8 hours since you first entered the Canyon of the Descent.
Oh, okay. So
It's
that
been
means
more
my
than
arm-
8 hours for me. Okay.
My armor of Agathis has run out. Then I believe. All right.
So my,
Okay,
just to
make sure
be
to
very
get
clear,
speech,
my
then.
mage armor has run out.
Yes.
Who is this Agatha anyway?
I don't know. Well, he's got a cool spell.
Why did you take her armor?
Okay,
Anyway.
so me now?
Yes.
Now, keep in mind that you would have known this, both
Yeah, I
both
just
you.
assumed that I re-upped my mage armor.
Well, the thing
Right,
is,
just
armor
keep
of
track of
Agathis
your
takes a spell
slots.
slot, so I'm not casting it again since I'm staying so far away.
Yeah, you would have gone through a short rest, if nothing else, at the hut.
Okay. Either way, not gonna cast anything before I go.
Well, Agar can still give his 10-minute speech, so that's the +6 10 HP for everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
Yes.
I will add that at least.
Okay. Go, Grenache.
Yep.
Gurnish.
Okay, so I'm gonna move myself here along this wall.
It's
Okay.
Lake's turn.
No, it's
What?
not. It is definitely not my turn. My lake goes at a 2. It's
Yeah,
Grenache's
no, it's
turn.
Grenache.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong lake. Then I'll just trash this one. Then
Reach out and trash lake.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay then. Well,
Grenache.
yes. So I move forward, keep along this side of the wall so I don't get the attention of these toons that quickly. I
Alright.
look at this one that Nago just split apart. And I can see this one, can't I?
Yeah, but it's got I believe 3/4 cover.
3/4 cover.
That's fine, because what I'm about to do doesn't get the target gains no benefit from cover for it. I'm going to use Sacred Flame. Has to take a dexterity save or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Actually, cover does add to the dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
The target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw.
Ah!
Oh, well that trumps it. Then.
Yeah.
Right there in dispel.
Okay, Sacred Flame, you said,
Yep.
and that's radiant damage.
Yep.
And their dexterity bonus is non-existent. Okay. How does a 15 sound?
Is that a cantrip?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a cantrip. And yeah, DC is 13, so it does make it, unfortunately. Unless it's got some minuses to it.
All right. Well, the fish creature is already panicking and ducking away from the murder hole, and so your Sacred Flame hits a spot that it was previously at, but is no more.
Because
All right, cool kid.
What's up, nerds? Okay, I start singing my beautiful song at 70 feet movement speed. I'm going to come down here, and then I'm going to do a cool thing called cast Green Flame Blade. So I'm going to hit this guy with a normal melee attack. Does a 12 hit his AC?
It
I don't
does
know.
not.
Okay.
And
Yes.
it uses its reaction because you missed with a melee weapon attack.
Oh, piss off.
Roll a strength saving throw.
Ah, shit.
Oh no. I don't like the fact that she said, ah, shit. Was your first level in Wizard? Oh god.
Wow, I don't use strength. I'm a dexterity fighter.
Okay.
What happens to me?
It deflects your rapier with its spear, and your rapier is now stuck to its spear. Or to its
Shit.
shield. I've been saying shield. That is what I've been saying. Clearly.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What kind of
shit.
action is it to get it out? Just to be clear, how do I get it out?
While stuck, the weapon can't be used. A creature can pull the weapon free by taking an action to make a DC 11 strength check and succeeding.
This is gonna be piss, my dude.
Also, if you refuse to let go, you are considered grappled.
And this is why I bring a fucking whip.
I don't know how
Aha!
effective a whip will be underwater, but
It's got
Actually-
reach though.
Actually, it'll work fine because of the enchantment of the ring of swimming.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll let go of the thing. I'll let go of it and pull out my whip. And you laughed at me for getting a whip. You fool, you moron. Okay,
I mean, I didn't laugh. I
No,
just,
Bobbin laughed.
okay, because I mean, to me, it's just, kind of confirms my whole theory.
Oh, shut up. You're an innocent sweet child. Okay, my turn's done.
All right. Oh, it's the Quotola's turn now.
Yep.
All right. Well, the two that are engaged in melee are going to attack with melee weapons, and that is their spears.
I need to look at Nako's AC real quick. 16. All right.
Ah, piss. Who's getting it?
The first one was against Nako.
Okay, so that is a hit against Nako.
That 20 is a hit against me. I have 19 AC.
By how much is it a hit against Nico?
That is exactly what they need to hit
Okay.
Nico.
Hey, you stupid fucking fish man, you're bad at things.
Wait, hold on. How much bonus are you giving? Because I feel like maybe blocking a natural 20 might be a good idea.
Well, but isn't the
It can-
20 going to hit no matter what?
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
change the result, not the fact that it's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 20 is not 20. There's no arguing that.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I'm going to just cut in words that thing. Hold on. My bardic dice are 1d6, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I even bothered rolling, because...
Yeah, I mean, all right. So
Even
Nako's
one
fine.
would,
Right. Oh, I forgot to roll the other d6.
Okay.
How much damage should I take?
3.
3, okay.
Critical hit.
From Hell's Heart, it stabs at thee
Piss off.
and kind of blunts on your armor or your shirt or whatever you're wearing, because clearly that didn't work.
Yeah, although it
it's
does
my
create a
temporary-
very annoying pin.
No, that hit my temporary hit points Hagar gave me. I'm fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, other character, I'm just like, okay, that fish thing is my spirit animal.
All right, but one of
That's
the
kind of racist.
Hey, don't bad rolls. I'm used to having bad rolls at this point.
okay, but the other murder hole, the guy standing there, is going to throw a spear at Nako.
No.
Ah,
So rude.
Beautiful child. Oh no, that definitely hits.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth trying to fuck with. So
Yeah, no, don't bother. Oh, that's right. Nako has +6 to temporary hit points, so he takes 4 damage to his temporary hit points. Then,
Yes.
all right.
The lingering inspiration of Hagar's words lets him see the spear in time and avoid getting seriously injured by it. Aurelia.
Eat fish and make fish soup.
all right, man. Okay, so Aurelia is just gonna swim over here. She's gonna get a good look at that one fisherman who Nako's been fucking with. and she's gonna say to him, you know, Mr. Fishman, you really suck at your job. It's very sad. You really you can't even hit back because you're dumb and bad. It's just the worst. That's you. You're the worst. So he has to do a wisdom save. I'm doing vicious mockery on him.
Man, we had the same idea.
1d4. You have vicious mockery?
Yeah.
It fails.
It fails.
Yeah, he gets it because he got a book with a bunch of other classes' cantrips in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's a class feature.
Gross.
Sure. Okay.
It only does 2 damage. Is that enough to kill him?
Which one? The injured one?
The guy who's almost dead.
Okay, let me just switch layers here. And mocked it to death.
Good.
It really did suck at its job. Wow.
He goes, oh, and then stops moving.
Had it coming.
All right. Any other movements to do, or?
Nope.
All right, Hagar's turn. Time to shine.
Okay, so movement you said was 40 feet?
Yes.
So that'll get you. Yeah, that'll get you right up next to the left murder hole.
Okay, well, that's what I go to do then.
Just barely, but you can get there.
I'm just taking the pipe and smack.
Yeah,
nice.
that'll work.
Nice smack. Okay, two-handed it, so 1d10 plus 3.
Oh yeah, you should say right now if you're going to rage.
Rage, do it.
Rage against the fish machine.
3 rages for long rest, sure. So, yeah, advantages. Sorry, just reviewing what I need to consider.
Well, you add 2 to your damage.
So that's
That's
1d10 plus 5 then.
That is what's most relevant at the moment.
Oh, okay, I figured it out. Rage against the Marine. There you go.
God damn it.
But you will also get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, which could come up with these sticky shields of theirs.
Yes. Anyway, that's 7 damage.
Alright. You give it a good thwack, but it is still definitely ready to go.
And he still only gets the 1 attack, doesn't he?
4th level.
Yeah.
Okay, real Lake now.
Yes. So Lake comes up to here, sees this fishman that is currently engaged with their elf friend is a strong word, acquaintance, I guess. And starts saying, "Hey, guess what? You're so ugly. Your mom doesn't even like you. That is how ugly you are. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw because I am also using vicious mockery." God damn it! What?
Unfortunately for you, Quota don't have mothers in a proper sense.
Stick to your day job, my friend.
So your insult just went whoosh.
That's
no, your day job is shooting lasers at people. Stick to that. Why would I? I'm surprised you would even use vicious mockery when you have a cantrip that is so much better.
Because they have cover, and that would require having to make an attack roll. I was trying to get around the cover. And also, it also grants disadvantage. So I was trying to work with that. Anyway, Nako's going to swim through this hole because you said he's small, and I believe that he's within 5 feet of an ally who's within 5 feet of this fishman.
Yes.
So he's going to attack with his short sword in advantage.
Nope.
Nah. But at least it's not a natural one.
It almost was.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
also,
two-handing something?
actually, wait. It is a natural one. You don't get advantage for flanking. You get sneak attack for flanking. You don't get advantage.
Oh, okay. Is he dual wielding this dagger? Because doesn't that mean he gets a bonus attack, or is that a?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
If you want to use your bonus action for an attack, you can do so.
All right. Yeah. So I will go ahead and use his bonus attack for a dagger. That's a hit.
That is a hit. And
1d4 plus 6.
Not +4.
Oh, right, because you don't add the right. Okay.
Yeah, not to the.
Yep.
Not for an offhand attack unless you've got an ability.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never played a rogue in 5e, so I kind of forget that. But he does deal 8 damage to it.
All right, that will harm it. Yeah, it's not quite into the juicy bits as you'd like, but you do manage to do some damage.
Okay. All right. Well, that's Nico's turn.
Grenache.
Okay. Well, seeing as how the rest of them are heavily focused on the one side, I decide to back up Hagar on the left. Coming up to what?
Well, hang on. As soon as you get closer, I need to reveal some more battle map here.
Battle map.
Because there's 2 murder holes on the left. And 2 fishmen behind it.
Yeah, doesn't change the plan of the original plan either way. So, can I see this fish person through Hagar?
Yeah, he does not completely block out the murder hole. I mean, the hole is kind of small, but a medium person could wriggle through it with some effort.
Yeah, but there's no way either of us are getting through while there's the fish person in the way. So...
Yeah, they are kind of blocking the door.
So, once again, Sacred Flame onto that fish.
The Hagar fish.
Yes.
Okay. That looks like that's going to work.
Yeah, the DC is 13, so... Unless there's any modifiers to that?
No, it has no dexterity modifier. It has no constitution or intelligence or wisdom modifier, for that matter.
Excellent. So that is a 1d8 radiant.
So what you're saying, it only had like a 20% chance of saving against by a stupid thing, and it saved anyway because it got a natural goddamn 20. God, fuck.
Either way, 5 damage.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Rolled over the wrong person, but you get the point.
All right, yeah, the Sacred Flame sets up shop on its shoulder. It screeches, which you weren't aware that fish could screech, but now you are. And it hurriedly pats out the flame.
Scream for me.
Gross. Okay, here's my cool plan that's actually really cool. What are these murder holes made of? Like, what's, like cover?
Stone.
Like, is it wood? Is it stone? What's the deal?
Everything down here is stone, except for those tents off in the distance. And you notice, by the way, that none of the fish down there have made any movement towards you guys. In fact, they seem to be backing away.
Okay, civilians, don't kill them.
Cool. And Anyways,
Understood.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure. The target makes a strength save or is pulled 10 feet towards the caster. If the target's adjacent, they also take 1d8 lightning damage. I'm casting it on this fucker because my hope is that he'll Kool-Aid Man through the wall and it will be hilarious, and also he'll take damage. So he needs to make a save.
No, I'm more hoping he Winnie the Poohs.
That would also be good. Anyways, he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, well, it does actually have strength.
God damn it! Ah, piss!
Man, this thing just knows how to save.
My DC. Okay. Give me a second. I want to check something. Yeah. Okay. Piss this. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure again using action surge. Try it again, fucker.
Does that work?
It says I can take a bonus action. It says
Actually,
I take an additional action.
Spells
on
cannot
top
be
of my-
cast as bonus actions unless they are specifically.
Well,
It's not a bonus action. It's an additional action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You take one additional action.
that's actually what's
motherfucker.
cool, because you get all of your melee attacks in each action as a fighter.
Yes. So I'm casting Lightning Lure again because it's an additional action, not a.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I
So-
suppose it would
Yeah.
work for casting spells. It's just he's got his shield up. He is hiding behind it. He is really good with
Okay.
that stinking shield that has your rapier right across it.
Okay, so guys, just so you know, this one has succeeded every save we've thrown at it. Maybe we should try actually hitting it.
I also tried hitting it, dude. Did not work.
Yeah, that's what happened to the rapier.
Okay, my turn's done.
You want to try if you want. I'm dealing with this side.
All right, Quotoa's turns. Okay, let me just measure this here. Yeah, you're just a little bit out of range. So the bottom Quotoa here is going to sort of reach out of the killing hole, try a hook shot on Hagar, while the other one's going to attack in melee. That is a +3 in each case. That is the top one against Hagar. That is the bottom one against Hagar.
Yeah, I'm seeing AC 14, so both of those hit.
Really? Hagar only has AC 14?
He's a barbarian. Barbarians have a lot of hit points, but not a lot of defense.
All right, and
Still, I thought they had
damage from piercing spear wounds.
That's -7 total.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and the fish man next to Nako is going to attack him.
Ah, pew,
As a
missed.
miss.
And the fish man engaged with Cool Kid is
No.
going to stab at her.
Piss off.
He pisses all over you.
Oh, finally, the P-tape is real.
All right, with-
Wow.
thanks to mate. Yes, it seems like it's going straight for you, but it hits the mage armor and deflects away.
Also, my song is too cool for it.
Aurelia, speaking of songs,
Yeah. Hey, Aurelia doesn't play songs in battle. She's not some weirdo.
I'm just
Aurelia is, she thinks it's time for these fishmen to have a little nap. Have a little nap like the fisherman you are. The fisherman you are. The fisherman you are. So she's going to cast sleep.
Where?
She's going to cast it on this group of fishermen. So she can get all of them. Not that
Alright.
all of them will get hit. I think she's going to cast it as a second level spell. Whatever. We never use all our spell slots, so.
78.
Yep.
Okay.
So 36 hit points, starting with whoever has
Holy
to do it.
shit.
So presumably the injured guy, and then
Okay, let me just count this up. That's 19. 20. Okay, you actually get 3 of them.
Nice.
Nice.
Holy shit! Good job.
Yep, not all of them have over 20 hit points. Let's put it at, just say that.
Nice. Well, I hope they enjoy getting pummeled to death in their sleep by a very brawny man.
That's living the dream.
And
Well, actually, it's Brawny Man's turn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
No,
at least one of them
he's
is
Hagar,
into
not the
that.
brawny man. The brawny man's a different guy.
Anyway, I'm done. So
Lazy fishback can't stay awake. You!
I do appreciate your commitment to role-playing Hagar.
It's really easy, to be fair.
This one for you! Swing with a pipe.
Yeah, that'll
Nicely
hit.
done.
Okay, so that is... 10.
Oh yeah, actually, roll again because you have advantage
Oh, the attack?
on unconscious creatures.
I don't think he's attacking.
I was
unconscious.
attacking the one that's left awake.
Oh, okay.
Stepping over the other ones and
In
just
that case,
walking
you
up.
will need to roll a dexterity check to squeeze through that hole and past their sleeping bodies.
Dexterity.
Are you sure you can't do a strength check to embiggen the hole?
That's the big end.
You could, but that would be an action.
Fair.
As it is, Hagar is kind of stuck. His meaty upper torso has failed him for the first time.
Might
So
want to move
he's
him back
stuck
up
there
against.
instead? Oh.
Okay, so
You could throw something, or you could attack one of the adjacent creatures.
Hagar is Winnie the Pooh. Don't know.
Ah!
In which case,
So
I'd
you
say
hold-
just roll the attack once more because, again, advantage against a sleeping enemy. And this is just a check if you have a critical, because a 20 definitely hits.
Okay, well, can't do anything else.
I mean,
It's just to improve
that was
one
3
score.
better. Congratulations.
Hagar gets his meaty upper torso stuck in the murder hole, and in frustration, he flails around with his pipe, stoving in the head of one of the
This your
Kotor.
fault!
Okay, let's try this again. Hey, no female wants you anywhere near her eggs when you go to spawning season. I guess I'm gonna go with this method now because you don't have a mom, I guess.
this one is totally going to turn out to be female.
Yeah, that's what happens.
What?
Well, it failed.
It failed, yeah. But
Right. Sorry.
yeah, wisdom save.
I was thinking that was your roll somehow.
Oh.
No, go ahead. Roll
Okay,
damage.
so I roll a d4, and it has disadvantage on basically everything, I think. Well, I mean, it takes 1 damage, but more importantly, it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So if it tries to attack
Sorry, El.
Zariel, then
Yeah,
you can't do
we
much.
know what that
or
means.
Neko, whichever one. And
Speaking of which,
Neko is going to do his. Oh, it's just right there. All right. So the short sword first. Is that a hit?
that is exactly a hit.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the dagger just to see if it hits, and just roll attack damage all at once.
Yeah, you only get sneak attack on one attack per round.
I remember that much, yes.
Okay.
So it's 3d6 plus 1d4 plus 4.
Yes.
It's 21 damage. I'm pretty sure Nico eviscerates that thing.
Yep, you've finally gotten your feet back under you, so to speak. And yeah, that short sword goes right through its torso and out the other side. To the point that actually you save that dagger attack and attack the other fishman.
Huh. So
And
I guess
that was a 3.
Yep.
So it takes 10. So it takes 3 damage.
All right. Cool.
Grenache. The number of fish folk are rapidly dwindling.
Yeah. Don't really want to try and wake up the other two, but I still want to try and get the one in the back. Seeing Hagar struggle getting through there, I kind of think
Push
twice
him
about
through.
joining him.
Well, on the other hand, you do know that you're a lot more lithe than he is.
That is also true.
But he is kind of stuck in that hole, so you'd have to go through one of the other ones.
Just push him through. Just like give him a big push on his butt.
That would be the help action.
I mean, you could also just attack the other guy.
Yeah, you could. I just like the idea of two very big men trying to shove one of the big men through a small hole
Okay, look,
underwater.
we've already had the whole fetish discussion for this episode, so
All right, but yeah, especially because you're a monk, but also because you have 40-foot movement swim speed, you could swim past the unconscious one down towards the bottom here and go after the juicy, still living one.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try.
Still awake one. But
So
you will need
dexterity,
to,
yes.
yes.
Okay.
It's not hard. Hagar just rolled terribly.
Yeah. Oh. Well then.
Actually, it would be covered by acrobatics.
Acrobatics? That'd be a +6, which is exactly the same thing anyway.
Well, no, because don't. Oh, huh. Wait, how did you get a +6 dexterity check then?
I think you
dexterity
proficient,
18
right?
plus proficiency.
Okay, well,
Being monk, I got proficiency in dexterity, but that's not me.
He was just
no,
rolling his
that's-
save. He was rolling the save, not the
okay, that's the thing. I asked
Oh.
for a dexterity check. You rolled a dexterity saving throw.
Ah,
okay,
right,
but if
okay.
it's the same as his acrobatics, then it doesn't matter. So
But yes, ultimately, you got stuck as well.
Oh god, we've got two very large men stuck in holes. I love this game. Dungeons and
I
Dragons is
can't
great,
remember
guys. Dungeons and Dragons is a magical game, everybody.
Do you have
You
a
guys
brain?
just kind of sighs and just
welcome to Bobbin's magical world.
Well, you do still have your action and bonus action, I should add, and there is something within reach.
Yeah, just
doing
throttle
something in
this
reach,
sleeping
but also
fucker.
sleep. I don't want to bother it, honestly. So I'm going to just
I mean,
focus my hands.
we're gonna have to kill it eventually.
Yeah.
But he's got something
Not right
ranged
now.
he's about to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sacred Flame on the guy that I can't reach, who's still awake.
Oh dear.
Oh, he makes it.
This is a weird way to start this dungeon, guys. I did not make that check hard.
Y'all need to get better at acrobatics. Okay, it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my acrobatics to get in here and not get stuck.
I hope you
Well,
get
let's find
I
out.
hope you get stuck.
No, good news. No, good news. I have advantage on it
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm doing Blade Song. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm also trained in it.
So if you manage to fuck it up, that'll make it even funnier.
16. I get in there, motherfucker. Hi.
Still managed to roll to 4 though. Oh, by the way, you're
Oh yeah. By the way, what? Oh, my
your
sword,
rapier
where
is
is it?
still on the dead Kotoa's shield.
Can I reach down and grab it?
It would be an action to rip it off the sticky shield, but yes.
Okay.
you
Do I
could
need to make a check to do that, or no?
Yeah, you have to make a
I
strength
would
check.
say
Oh.
no. I would say no because it's dead and not struggling against you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But number
I'm
one,
gonna.
but you could also, whip the thing because you got reach.
Yeah. Can I? All right, I'm gonna whip this thing. I'm gonna whip it good, and I'm using Green Flame Blade because specifically Green Flame Blade just says I need to make a melee attack. So I'm hoping that I can whip some fire at this fucker down there. So I'm going to make a whip attack then. A 10 doesn't hit, does it? Doesn't hit this thing's AC. Ugh, this
No.
fucking
And
sucks.
now you have to make a strength saving throw.
Because you missed.
Rip.
Oh, hold on, that's wrong. It forgot to add my proficiency in. But my proficiency is
2. So that would be
Not enough.
plus
that would be a
2.
3.
Definitely not enough.
Okay, well then I pick up my rapier and I put it back in my hand and I shrug. Like, what the fuck is going on? Don't worry about it.
Grabbing the rapier would be an action.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's still stuck to the shield, so.
Oh my god, this is the worst possible way to start this dungeon, guys. We're so bad at this.
You, on the plus side, they're dealing pathetic damage.
Thanks.
So that's giving you the space to have all of this comedy of errors here. All right, so yeah, the Kotoa on the left here is going to remain hanging back where he is. Going to pick up one of the spears from what you can now see is a large pile in this hiding space, and he's going to aim for Hagar since that's a cleaner shot. And Hagar is just going to grab it right out of the water and snap it in half. He's so angry right now.
Pruny sticks don't work on me.
And the Kotoa on the right, that's engaged, kind of, with both of you guys, is going to attack Nako still. I believe that's a hit.
Yes, it is.
Then he takes 3 damage.
Alright, so he's out of temporary hit points, and he takes 1 regular damage.
All right, and the second fish person throws a spear at the elf. That misses the elf.
Misses.
No, it doesn't hit.
The spear sort of clangs into the wall between the two of you. And Aurelia.
So, would it take my action to give Serial my sword?
I literally don't want it unless it's a finesse weapon.
It is.
Okay, then I would like it.
So, will that take me my action to give that to her?
Only if you try to dramatically throw it. And if you want to hand it off to her, you kind of need to crawl through the hole.
I mean, sure. I can probably get through the hole. I've got a +7 to my acrobatics, so.
All right, but interacting, you can always interact with one object for free during your turn. So I would consider that your free action to hand over the sword. So you would be able to have a regular action after crawling through the hole.
Okay.
Wait, if I get to interact with one object for free per turn, I have just picked up my sword.
The problem is that your sword is currently on a sticky shield.
Okay.
So yeah, you could, but then you would be wielding a shield.
I fucking backflip through that hole and look at you chumps. And then I hand my rapier to Serial. And then what do I do?
All right, well, move your character.
Unfortunately, the two chumps you're mocking can't see you because the only thing I can see you right now is their asses.
Yeah.
Fish asses.
I don't know. It's hard to take these guys too seriously. I guess I'm just gonna do another vicious mockery. Like, hey, fish dude, nice
Insult
fucking
their spawning
shield.
pools. They seem to.
You just have a shield that attaches to things. Wow, good job. You figured out how magnets work. You fucking chump. Wisdom saving throw.
It's not sure what a magnet is, but it's depressed.
Disadvantage.
1 damage. God, I need to get to level 5 so I can do. It'll double
I know,
the
right?
damage.
That would be so nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it still gets one damage, and it has a disadvantage on its next attack roll. I'm done.
I have accounted for that. Hagar.
Any fish thing keeps throwing spears at me. I need to punch it. It's gonna try and get through the hole again. So acrobatics, he said?
Yeah.
God.
You've somehow wedged yourself even deeper.
Your butt is just too powerful. It can't fit through.
Wait, hang on. But if he can't attack, he might as well use his full action to embiggen the hole.
You
Yeah.
should. Yeah, do it.
The athletics.
I mean, unless he has a ranged attack, I don't know.
Like you do it
I
even
don't
so.
think Hagar does. Okay.
Hagar smash. Hagar smash. Okay, you can now move in either direction, and and no one, thanks to Hagar's size, will have to worry about using acrobatics to get through that hole ever again.
I'm gonna actually mark that with the thing.
So Hagar walks up to the fish. I am done with you.
Right. Well, now, Bobbin, I am going to make an argument. Would I be able to have line of sight to this guy from here?
I'd say you would need to get a little bit closer.
Okay, so here. All right. Next question. Since this hole has been embiggened and destroyed, would he no longer benefit from 3/4 cover?
This is a better angle, and no, the hole is bigger, but he is further from it. So you've got the walls on either side are blocking your view of him.
Well, then that sort of puts a plan.
Hey, it's only a +5. You could still make it.
Only a +5, yeah. So, I mean, with how I've been rolling tonight with anything, yeah, Eldritch Blast, why not? That's my thing.
Visk, what are you thinking?
Oh, I was just trying to figure out whether I know in character that the Quotoa worship the goddess Blibidulpoolp. Because I want to make fun of that.
Actually, they kind of do and don't. The Quotoa are mad creatures that worship anything and everything that they consider worthy of worship, and they consider statues and impressive objects and creatures to be worthy of worship.
Fair
Well,
enough. Then.
either way, I
But-
shoot the ceiling, I guess.
The ray deflects and nearly hits you. But yes, that is what a 17 religion gets you. You remember that quote. You recall hearing that Quotoa have no proper gods, just objects they worship in a mad frenzy.
So they probably
Godless
worship that
heathens.
stupid
Got it.
squid thing. Well, that's Lake's turn.
That is entirely plausible.
That's Lake's turn. So, Nako
Oops.
is going to go.
Yeah, it's Nako's turn. I just got a little too aggressive there.
And guess what Nako's going to do? He's going to do what he does best.
Dance.
You do not get sneak attack,
I don't?
but you do get that.
Oh, I guess because
Yeah.
I'm within 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, she is not within 5 feet, but you definitely get that critical hit.
Mm-hmm. That's with the dagger, unfortunately. But 1d6 plus 2d4 plus
Yeah.
4. Eat it. I mean, that's the worst critical attack ever, but well, not as bad as getting 2 critical ones on a d6, but
Well, it certainly got the job done.
all right. Well, that's it.
Yep. And yeah, you can bring your hit points back up for forgetting about resistance.
Okay, so +3.
Well, you always round down, so you would actually add 4.
Okay.
It's my house rule. Be honest. Oh wait, no, you're not even in that game. Never mind. I was about to say it's my house rule that you rammed up, but
So, Grenache, you are still stuck in this hole. You can roll So, first things first, roll acrobatics to get unstuck.
And then I choose which direction I go, or
Yeah.
okay, acrobatics. Come on, I got a +6 on this. Please don't. Oh, hey!
Finally.
You go in both directions at once.
where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from?
Yes.
Nacho.
In a moment of clarity, you realize that you were breathing too hard. You calm down, you let out the air, and you slip right on through.
Okay. Pincer attack!
All right. Again, this does not give you any mechanical benefit, but it does mean that its hit points are going to go down quick.
Like, don't I get advantage for that, or...
No.
Nope. Flanking doesn't really exist in 5e.
Okay.
And
well,
in any case, it would kind of have been used against you a couple of times by this point if that were true.
that's... Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
Is to
well,
avoid this whole silly scenario where you just have a conga line of fighting where it's just flanking bonuses upon flanking bonuses.
I mean, we do have 2 musicians in the party. We could probably get a conga line going if we really wanted to.
so
All right.
that's an 8. And...
So yeah, that first spear attack just knocks aside its shield and gives it a good blow right in the center mass.
And then I punch it. And
Okay.
another 8.
Well, interesting, because that punch is directed right at its thick and meaty throat, and it grips it, and something cracks, and it stops moving.
What I'm actually imagining is instead of Grunash doing all of that, it's a pinball. It's like a sort of a pinball thing between him and Hagar. He's just bouncing back and forth between the two.
Double team. We like this plan.
I'm gonna go attack
Stuck
this
with the
thing.
fetishes.
See if you can lose a third weapon. Let's go.
Damn, Bob throw him down the shade.
Roll a strength saving throw.
I sit down and I'm just gonna get on Twitter.
Roll a strength saving throw.
Not true to that. But,
Oh,
Success. You have in fact lost 3 weapons.
Jesus.
This is the
It is
worst
going to
combat
attack
ever.
How did we get here?
It thinks it gets a cool idea where it tries to attack you with its own weapon using its shield, but that obviously came out better in his head than in real life. Because no. The other 2 are asleep. So Aurelia,
I'm actually crying.
Okay, I might just use a spell to try to end this faster, because, like, man, what is even going on here? I mean, to be fair, Aurelia succeeded on every single roll and everything she's done so far, so you guys are the fucking chumps who are fucking up this combat.
well, to be fair, there were 8 Quotoa to begin with, and now there's only 1 awake one.
That's true.
Is anyone below the 10 HP?
No.
A couple got slightly injured.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Wish I had just a directly damaging spell. That'd be really nice. Well, so does my crossbow actually work underwater?
Up to your short range, yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna crossbow this guy, because fuck him.
Ranged attack.
Yep. Sorry, just finding the...
Oh, nice.
Bam.
That'll work.
And... eight damage.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
So as much as this one is terrible on the offense, it is very good at deflecting a lot of the damage from that attack. So it does not look too seriously injured by what you've done. Hagar.
He just glances across to the sleeping one and is like, "Me finish this one off." And bonk on the sleeping one.
All right, advantage on your attack.
Yep.
Wrecked.
More than enough.
Yep.
Also, it is a critical hit.
So that's 2d10 plus 3?
Yes.
Okay.
It is unconscious, and therefore all melee attacks made within 5 feet are automatic critical hits if they hit, which is why you still needed to roll.
Alrighty. Well, that's 17 then. And it's plus 3 because rage is not in effect.
That kills it instantly.
Hagar just grunts with some modicum of satisfaction from that.
Yeah. Hagar lines up his shot. He aims carefully, and he hits home.
Smash.
Lake.
Blake's just gonna look to the left, hear the fighting stop, look to the right, see that there's no way to really get in, and just sort of float there and just be like, I'm gonna sit this turn out. And as he floats there, he just slowly turns upside down. He's like, wait, oh, yeah, oh, hold up.
Why did you try to hit the sleeping dude?
Because, like, why bother? It's just asleep. It doesn't really even matter. All right.
Well, you saw what kind of attack he had with that mace, right? Do you really want him to deliver a critical hit?
Yeah. It has to be a melee attack. So, no. Alright. Neko, on the other hand, is going to just swim right here and use the hand crossbow that he has. And yeah, alright. And that's still, you get sneak attacks within 30 feet still, right?
Yeah, because armed or with or without a weapon, Sariel is engaged with it, so that gets your sneak attack bonus.
Can't believe Sariel's marrying a fish one.
13.
Huh. As prepared as it was for that first crossbow bolt, it was not prepared for the second one, which went right into the heart.
Rip.
Grenache, I'm going to save everyone some trouble and just tell you that that last fish person has 11 hit points, started with 11 hit points, and thus it will not survive.
Yeah, I was just going to spear it in the head anyway, so...
So that's your first, that's it.
Nicely
You
done.
win.
Hooray!
I go pick up my rapier.
I gotta say we win. That was just a comedy of errors,
now
so...
that we've murdered all their guards, let's go talk to these other... Whoa.
I don't think they're gonna be in a talking mood, but okay.
I mean, they have kids with them. They might be willing to surrender.
No, by that I mean, like, I think they're just gonna run away from us.
Oh, that's also fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. As you enter closer into the room, you are able to see further. You're able to see the full extent of the area here.
Just so you know, every roll I've done with Lake has been an abysmal failure, but every roll I've done with Neko has been just amazing.
An abysmal success.
Yes. Abysmal success.
Yeah,
you
managed to get a sneak attack out in every single round.
Yeah.
Including the first one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Obviously,
both
this
might
is
have
why I
been
should
philosophy,
play.
yes, so-
This is why I should stick to playing rogues and not warlocks.
So, what happens?
I think we're still
All
getting
right,
into the room.
I've finished revealing everything. So let me just quickly reveal the rest of the fish folk. There. Oh, and you. All right. Oh, crap. I forgot. I missed you too. Okay.
And it's a Tarrasque. Oh no!
So, all of these dudes hide in their little teepees.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
They seem to be saying things, but it's in a language that you don't understand, and but you can roll history to guess at what it is.
Okay, let me roll for both my characters. I can remember how alphabetical order works. Alphabetical order. Oh. Like probably
I have learned their language over the course of...
Let's see if Neko... Nope, Nika doesn't know either.
Okay, so what about Serial?
What? Sorry, I was legitimately on Twitter. What's up?
All of the fish that were attacking you are dead. All of the fish that are not attacking you are hiding. And they're talking to themselves in a language that you may or may not have heard of. So roll history.
15.
Oh, yes. Well, go figure, but the two well-educated members of the party, Serial and Aurelia, have heard of this place called the Underdark. Large series of caverns that supposedly span the continent and perhaps even beyond. And there is a common language down there, just as there is a common language on the surface. And you've only heard little bits and pieces of it before, but this sounds familiar to you, despite even through the distortion of the water.
Alright, so they're just hiding. Let's leave them alone.
Okay. Well, so is the... I've lost track of stuff. Is the thing further in this cave, the monster that we want to kill?
Yeah, the thing's going to be further in.
Okay,
Yep,
well...
there are a few directions you can go. You should hopefully see that on the map.
Yeah, there's like here and
It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah,
But,
I'm gonna move here and just
here,
have a look around,
up
see
here.
if I see anything from here.
All right. Well, it is almost 10, though, in my time, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
if you guys...
yeah.
I said before that this would probably take more than one session, so if you want to call it a day, we can call it a day.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
And so we finish on looking like clowns.
I mean, that was the most hilarious combat
Aurelia
encounter
succeeded
I've
everything
ever
she
been in part
tried.
of.
Most of us look like clowns.
Well, you gotta have the one straight man there, you know.
Yeah.
No, Aurelia is not a man. Also, she's...
No, we were talking
I don't
about
know if
Nico.
she's straight or not. Nico's also not a man. He's a goblin.
That's
A
racist.
gerblin, if you will.
That's racist. That's not classist. That's racist right there.
The goblin male. It qualifies.
All right, but how did everybody think this went?
Hilariously great.
Combat was a little slow, but I don't know. I feel
But
like
that was
just-
because we're all getting shitty rolls.
yeah, that might just be a party issue as much as a scenario issue. So
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
mean,
the shitty rolls issue, trust me.
well, that was, number one, the largest number of enemies you'll have to face at once. And number two, as far as individual turns went, you guys went fairly quickly per person.
anyway, yep, I had fun.
I had fun.
So- I'm a bit curious what you thought of the adventurers, though.
Oh no, they were like I immediately knew what was up because thanks to your my dream bullshit.
Thanks
but
to your cheating.
not cheating if a literal god gives me visions. Okay, okay.
There's no such thing as God.
I'm pretty sure there is. I've met one multiple times.
Well, even if there are, I don't think they deserve to be worshipped. So
I mean, I technically don't worship them, so I agree
you
with
do.
you.
You 100% do.
No,
so.
I don't.
In Aurelia's opinion, you do.
Ginash just shakes his head.
We're having this conversation in characters. Like, I don't worship the mother tree. It's a
Right, you just do her bidding.
yeah. Otherwise, she takes my powers away. It's not the same
Okay.
as worship.
That's the same as worship.
No, it really isn't.
Okay, I'm going to bed. Night.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, the stream might actually be a bit late because I'm going to the city.
Good
Might
night.
Take a while. Good night.